So in this video, I'm going to be killing two birds with one stone. So let's talk about the title of this video. And the title of this video says, where to get cheap Switch games, and that is true. In this video, I'm going to be talking about where to get cheap Switch games, and then after that, I want to address the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drifting issue from Nintendo because there is something to talk about when it comes to that. So let's first start off with where to get cheap Switch games. A big disclaimer, this is only going to be for America only, so if you live in the United States, then this deal will apply to you, or this will take effect for you. But if you're in another country or another region, this probably does not apply to you. But first of all, let's talk about where to get cheap Switch games. So I've been looking around the internet for deals on the Nintendo Switch, and I came across something very interesting when it comes to full retail games for the Nintendo Switch physically. If you want to buy games kind of cheap or get a discount on full physical retail games that do release brand new, the best place to look is Walmart, because I looked pretty much everywhere on the internet and I even went in store to confirm this, and yes, indeed, Walmart is actually selling brand new physical Switch games for $50 instead of $60, and that also applies to games that come out that are regularly $40. Like for instance, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel that came out a couple weeks ago, I have confirmed this, was $40, but then at Walmart it was actually brought down to $30. So you can see Walmart is doing a pretty good discount on new releases for the Nintendo Switch, so that's very good right there. If you want to walk into Walmart right now and actually buy brand new Nintendo Switch games, you will get a discount. I know $10 off a brand new physical release is not all that much and it's not that great, but you do have to take in consideration that if you were to pay $60, you do have to pay tax, and in some states tax is kind of expensive, so it's nice to know you are getting $10 knocked off the game right away. And I know some people out there are digital only on the Nintendo Switch, but with this deal going on at a Walmart, it's a very good deal. You might want to jump on that bandwagon. Like I said, I did go to my local Walmart to confirm this, and yes, a lot of Switch games brand new are $50, and the ones that are $40 like Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled are going to be on a $10 discount as well. So it is a nice thing to go down to your local Walmart as we speak and check to see if this deal is actually in effect. And I don't know how many Walmarts in the nation it's actually affecting, and I don't know if it's all Walmarts across the nation, so you may want to check your local Walmart and see if they actually doing this deal. And apparently the crazy thing about this is it wasn't just a sale for like July 4th or Memorial Day. Apparently this is the brand new cost of brand new games at Walmart, which makes this deal even crazier. Who would have thought Walmart of all places would have dropped down the regular price of full retail games from $60 down to $50. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know if this is a permanent thing from Walmart as well, but just check your local Walmart, because as you guys know, the next hot upcoming game from Nintendo is going to be Fire Emblem Three Houses. And since Fire Emblem Three Houses is coming out on Friday, you definitely want to go to Walmart and see if they actually have a deal where you can get the game for $50. Now let's actually talk about the Joy-Con drifting issue, because Nintendo did actually respond to the Joy-Con drifting issue that so many people are complaining about around the internet when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. So basically I talked about how Nintendo did acknowledge that that was a problem, but they pretty much beat around the bush. They pretty much just said go to support.nintendo.com if you want to get your Joy-Cons repaired. So it was pretty much the most generic thing you can actually think about when it comes to them actually responding to this whole issue, and they didn't even address it really. They didn't say there was going to be a recall or there was going to be anything free of charge repairs for the Joy-Cons that have drifting issues. But now it looks like Nintendo, after all of this has said and done, it looks like Nintendo is going to be repairing your Joy-Cons for free. I have heard people say that they did contact Nintendo recently and they have gotten their Joy-Cons repaired for free on the Nintendo Switch, so that's good news. I actually still wonder if that whole lawsuit that's hanging over Nintendo's head made them actually decide to get all these Joy-Cons repaired for free. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is actually accurate or not accurate. The best thing I can actually say when it comes to the Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch is you might want to contact Nintendo as soon as possible to see if this is actually a real thing. But some people, like I said, have said that they did get their Joy-Cons repaired free of charge. And also the crazy thing is, if you had your Joy-Cons repaired from Nintendo in the past, it looks like you can get a refund from Nintendo. Apparently, again, I don't know if this is all true. You will have to contact Nintendo Nintendo for this, but apparently they are giving out refunds too for everybody who paid to get their Joy-Cons repaired. But I heard apparently from a lot of people who got their Joy-Cons repaired, they said it was anywhere from $40 to $50 to get their Joy-Cons repaired that had the drifting issue. And honestly, if you were to ask me, that's kind of expensive for the Joy-Cons. Sure, $40 may not be too expensive, but if you look at the higher end, which some people said, I guess, they paid $50 to get their Joy-Con repaired. Honestly, that boggles my mind, because $50 for Joy-Con repair is kind of expensive when you can spend, I think, $20 or $30 more and get a brand new set. I know that's still not the same price as a brand new set, but $50 is a little bit too expensive if you ask me, and you are better off just buying a brand new pair of Joy-Con, which you know are brand new in the box. They may be updated with better technology. Maybe they won't suffer from the Joy-Con drifting issue, and you do have to realize if you were to spend that $50 on $40 to $50, excuse me, on a Joy-Con repair, that doesn't even guarantee that your Joy-Cons are going to be repaired, since so many people complain when they get their Joy-Cons back from Nintendo, they start drifting. So I think overall you're just still better off getting your Joy-Con, buying a brand new pair of Joy-Con for your Nintendo Switch. Now, if you do have Joy-Con drifting issues on your Nintendo Switch, honestly, I wouldn't really recommend sending them to Nintendo, even if they are going to repair it for free. If your Joy-Cons don't drift all that much, as long as it's still somewhat playable, I would honestly hold on to it unless you have a backup option. Like, for instance, you send your Joy-Cons to Nintendo, right? But then you play your Nintendo Switch almost every single day like me. I cannot be without an option, and I'm not going to go ahead and buy a brand new controller just to wait for my Joy-Cons to come back from Nintendo, even if they were willing to fix it for free. But I say if you somewhat have a drifting problem on your Joy-Cons and it's not too bad, and you have another option laying around like a Pro controller or third-party option or something to play your Nintendo Switch with, then I would honestly recommend sending it into Nintendo, because then you won't be without a Nintendo Switch and you can still play your Nintendo Switch. But as we speak right now, it does look like Nintendo is willing to repair Joy-Cons free of charge, so definitely you want to check as soon as possible and call Nintendo support line and see if Nintendo will get your Joy-Cons repaired free of charge. And if you had your Joy-Cons repaired in the past, you definitely want to call Nintendo as well, because I heard they are giving away free refunds to people who did pay for Joy-Con repairs. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.